Hi, I'm going to film another short video to show you guys the examples of how to use this equation Q equals mc delta T in order to calculate the energy that's used in temperature changes in chemical systems. Here we go. This is mostly just to make sure that we have a chance to see some examples. So the first example that we're going to work on today says how many joules of heat are given off when 5.0 grams of water cools from 75 Celsius to 25 Celsius. And so whenever we do these, the first thing that we want to do is we want to think about what do we already know. This, of course, is the equation that we are going to be using today. And we have to think about what do each of these variables mean. So Q is energy. And in this case, it's asking for joules, right? In the problem. So that means that that's the unit that we're going to be solving for. That's important to know because when we figure out C, it depends on whether the problem is asking for joules or calories as to which value we use for that. That's one of our constants. So M is mass, which is measured in grams. C is our constant for the specific heat capacity. And so because our problem is solving for joules, that means that we're going to use the value of C for water that is 4.184 joules per gram degree Celsius. So this is a constant. This is a known number. It will usually be given to you in the problem, or for water, it's sort of expected that you would know it. If it's a substance other than water, either you're going to be solving for it in the problem, or else it's going to be something that would be given to you. And then the final one is delta T. So remember that this triangle delta means not just temperature, but a change in temperature. And so this is going to be in Celsius. So now we want to look at what we have been given in this problem. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight the information that they have given us. So it says how many joules, and we already talked about that's going to be Q, right? Joules are going to be Q. And this is going to be what we're solving for, right? Of heat are given off when 5.0 grams. So 5.0 grams, that's going to be our mass, right? Of water cools from 75 Celsius to 25 Celsius. So this is what we're going to use to figure out our delta T. So let's go ahead and write down what we know. So we know that Q is this is going to be our X. This is what we are solving for. We don't know. But the unit that we're going to get is going to be joules. M is going to be our mass. And in the problem, it told us that our mass was 5.0 grams. C, as we mentioned in this problem, is going to be 4.184 joules per gram degree Celsius. And this is based on the reason why we're using this value for C is because this problem is asking for joules. If it was asking for calories, we would use the other value. And then finally, delta T is going to be our change in temperature. So this is going to be, for our class, we'll always be sort of thinking of this as an absolute value because in beginning chemistry, they tend to word the problem so that you would never get a negative number for Q. That's not necessarily the case in college, but for us in high school, that is the way it usually is. So we're going to say 75 minus 25 is equal to 50 degrees Celsius. So now that we have established all of our given information, this is just a matter of plugging into our equation of Q equals mc delta T. So Q is what we're solving for. So we're going to leave that as a variable. Equals M. So our mass is 5.0. C is equal to 4.184. And delta T is going to be 50. So we just need to do multiplication. 5 times 4.184 times 50. So let me pull up a calculator real quick. So 5 times 4.184 times 50 is 1046. So this is going to be 1046. And our unit, of course, is going to be joules. And That is our answer. So we're going to do one more example. This one was solving for joules. Our next one, we're going to worry about solving for calories. So our next problem says, if you drink 1 liter, which is equal to 1,000 milliliters, hopefully we all knew that, but just in case, of ice water that is 1 degree Celsius, how much energy does your body use in calories to warm it up to human body temperature, which is 32 degrees Celsius? So what we would want to do is we want to figure out, of course, we're using our same equation, Q equals MC delta T. Sometimes they call this MCAT because it kind of looks like it says cat, you see? And so we want to go through and we want to find all of the information. So things that we have here, we have 1 liter, 1,000 milliliters. We'll talk about that in a second. Of ice water, it's 1 Celsius and it's going to go to 32 Celsius. Actually, I think that should be 37 Celsius. But we'll just work it at 32 for now. Let's see. And that's the information that we've been given here. So let's go through and think about, okay, so Q is going to be, that's energy. This is the one that we don't know when we're solving for. But what unit are we going to be solving for? So this time we're going to be solving for calories instead of joules. And so that tells me that we're going to use a different value for C in this problem than we did in the previous one. So mass is another tricky one. So this problem assumes that we know that for water, 1 milliliter equals 1 gram. So if we have 1,000 milliliters, that equals 1,000 grams. So this is how much the mass of water that we have. And then finally, we have C. So in this case, because we're solving for calories, we're going to be using the specific heat of water in calories, which is just 1 calorie is 1 gram degree Celsius. So this is just going to be 1. That was a really bad L. Sorry. Which makes our calculation a little bit easier. And then finally, delta T is going to be ending, which is 32, minus starting, which is 1. This would be 31 degrees Celsius. So now it's just a matter of plugging into our equation. So we're going to have Q equals M, which is going to be 1,000, times C, we're solving for calories, so this is just going to be 1.00. And then our delta T is 32 minus 1 is 31. So 1,000 times 1 times 31 is just going to give us 31,000 joules. So this would be how much energy your body burns by just bringing that a liter is kind of a good amount of water back up to body temperature if it was ice water. So water doesn't have any calories of its own. So that means that your body does burn calories. But before you get so excited, remember that these are calories with a small c, meaning that they are energy calories, not food calories, which are kilocalories. A kilocalorie is, there's 1,000 food of these calories into a food calorie. So this would really be the same as like 31 food calories, which is still, an apple is about 50. So yeah, you're burning a little bit, but considering most people eat about 2,000 calories a day, it's not as exciting as you thought it was. So in any case, hopefully this helps you to understand how to do these calories or these calculations with calories. Alrighty, bye.